since then.
Yeah, it was 11 years ago. I was in Zurich for that huge FIFA vote, not only awarding the 2022 World Cup, but 2018 as well. And certainly when Qatar's name came out of the envelope announced by Sepp Blatter, it really did send shockwaves around world football. Not only the fact the first World Cup to go to the Middle East, beating such big nations in terms of status perhaps as well, and including the United States, but of course so small. Never has such a tournament been staged in a country like Qatar, and it required obviously such development work, such infrastructure upgrades, and such intrigue over how a country the size of Qatar could host the world's football fans and teams for a tournament, and for FIFA very much taking football and its main tournament to new frontiers.
And we saw those shots of the FIFA president, Gianni Infantino, earlier. From FIFA's point of view, how significant is it that the tournament is coming to the Middle East for the first time?
Well, obviously, it has been a very fraught decade or so since the awarding of the World Cup. Corruption investigations have taken place into, indeed, many of the bids, of which Qatar was at the centre of the investigations. In the end, FIFA's investigator concluded there was nothing in terms of the conduct that warranted stripping Qatar of the tournament. But then subsequently as well, the challenge caused by the economic and diplomatic boycott of Qatar by the UAE, Saudi Arabia and others posed the challenge to the tournament. Infantino at one stage, though, still wanted to try to spread this tournament beyond Qatar and actually bring in some of the neighbours into the hosting. Logistically, that was not possible. And probably in Infantino, Qatar has found quite a supporter, someone who's acted to defend the tournament, who's particularly highlighted changes to the labour laws that are taking place with that scrutiny from human rights activists as the country has been developed. Activists still saying actually the implementation of some of those reforms needs to go further. But Infantino has certainly spent a lot of time going round the stadiums in recent days as well in particular. And after the challenges of tournaments like Brazil in 2014, South Africa in 2010, about whether infrastructure would be ready, the fact Qatar could say this weekend that all stadiums are ready, all 8 of them, will be a source of assurance for FIFA with 1 year to go.
Absolutely, and Qatar are 51st in the world at the moment, but they are the Asian champions, of course. Should the other countries beware of them?